Debt of a deceased person, credit cards. This is a tricky one, so please be sure to watch until the end. As a quick reminder, this video is part of the Debt of a Deceased Person series, so be sure to catch the other ones, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and watch some of the other educational videos that are referenced in this video. So let's say grandma dies, she has a house, she has a car, she has a few bank accounts, maybe some retirement or a pension or something, and of course some debt. We talked about mortgage in the previous episode, but today we're going to focus on credit card debt. What happens then? Well, if grandma has a house and she doesn't have an estate plan in place and she's the only one on the title, you will likely have to file for probate. Watch other educational videos about why that is, what probate is, but you will have to go through the court system in order to sell or distribute that house. Through the probate process, that's when creditors come in, because the probate process requires that you publish in the paper 2 consecutive weeks and that you notify all known creditors. Like you look in the wallet and you see grandma has 2 credit cards, you receive statements in the mail, you have to notify those creditors in person, not in person, but send them a letter and say, hey, grandma died, let us know if we owe you any money, how much do we owe you. At that point, when you get their claims, when the estate is ongoing, the probate is ongoing, have your attorney assist you with that. That's something that we do. We may negotiate the debt down. We may try to waive late fees or any penalties that may be associated with that credit card. We'll make sure that the claim is valid and so on. So if there is a probate ongoing, you will likely have to deal with that credit card debt. However that is, either by paying it, by negotiating down, or maybe even ignoring it if it's not a valid claim. Now let's talk about what happens if grandma, let's say, lives with a child, so she doesn't have real property. She may have a pension that terminates with her, she may have Social Security that terminates upon her death. She may have some bank accounts, but the child is already on the bank account as a joint tenant, so there's really no need to file for probate. What happens with that credit card debt? Well, it depends. I would look at the contracts. I would ask if they call you, okay, is anyone else listed as a co-signer, which is very unlikely for an adult person to have someone else signing. So if it's a joint credit card, then the joint owner may be liable. But otherwise, in theory, again, depends on what the contract says, the estate of grandma will be responsible to pay that debt. For now, I would say ask, hey, was anyone else on the card, on the contract? And then I would seriously consider sitting down with an attorney, at least for an hour or 2 consultation, to see what else do you need to do when grandma passed. And especially if the credit card debt is significant, you may not want to go ahead and pay until you are certain that that debt has to be paid by you or that you are responsible for it. I wish I could tell you, yes, pay the debt. No, don't pay the debt. Ignore it. Negotiate. I wish I could give you a straight answer. Unfortunately, it doesn't work that way. There are too many factors to consider. There are many things to look at and discuss before making a decision about a deceased person's debt. So I hope this video, again, don't take it as a legal advice, just take it as a place to begin, to ask questions, to consider some of the things we addressed, if there is a probate needed, if there is no probate needed. And be sure to watch our future educational videos on this topic, because likely if someone has credit card debt, they may have other type of debt as well. And some of many other educational videos we have on probate, on when it's needed, how to avoid it. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and don't hesitate to email me if you have any future topics in mind. Thank you for watching.